Hi and welcome to the FoxBlade Train and Reenactment Shoes warehouse. As you know, Tour had to be cancelled because of the COVID situation, so we thought what we'd do is bring you down here, explain a little bit about what I'm about, what the company's about, and show you each individual pair of shoes so you can see how they're made and sort of what period they're good for. A little bit about myself first. About 25 years ago or thereabouts, I started making leather work for reenactors. That started because I went to some museums and saw the leather work in there and thought that looked interesting. And at the time I was making mostly stuff for bikers, and although I'd got an interest in history, I'd never really had a go at making historical stuff. So I copied a few items here and there. That led to me going to Tresham Institute in Wellingborough for 5 years at night school to become a qualified shoemaker. I'm also a qualified engineer. And from there I started making bespoke handmade shoes. Early on I learned that reenactors couldn't necessarily afford or didn't want to pay the sort of prices you may pay for completely handmade footwear, and they wanted something a bit cheaper. So I did some research, came up with some designs, made up some samples and sent them abroad to be made. And I'm quite happy and honest to explain that my shoes, my stock range, are made abroad. I don't make them myself, but I do all the research, all the patterns and all the designs. So I sent the shoes abroad. I had the first prototypes made. They weren't very good, so the result was they made me some more, and the consequence was that I came up with the B3, which you can find on my website, and the S1 shoes, which were for medieval and Civil War. Since then we've expanded quite a lot, and we now cover Romans with the RB1 boots, on the way through to the new Victorian boots, which are the B25. These are all based on historical examples, either through pictures or actual examples that exist in museums throughout the world. Our shoes and footwear are often copied, but it's here where all the research is done.